Hey friends, this is the iPhone 13 Pro and it's basically the same device as the iPhone 13 Pro Max, just a bit smaller. The more compact size can be appealing, but that doesn't mean that the screen and battery aren't so big. I'm get into those and the iPhone 13 Pro's other features in our full review. Apple has taken a different approach this year regarding his iPhone Pro models, where the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Max had different cameras. This year, you don't have to worry too about. It's all about the sizes. The 13 Pro is built around a 6.1-inch screen rather than 6.7-inch ones. It's heavier than the iPhone 13, but still a lot easier to wield on our handed than the Pro Max. Just like the Pro Max through the build is nothing short of premium. There's a stainless steel frame and Corning glass back, and it's all IP68 rated against dust and water up to 6 meter in depth. And this generation of iPhone also brings a new feature, a smaller notch cutout for the selfie cam and Face ID tag. The display of the iPhone 13 Pro is a 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR. It's quite sharp at 460 ppi and features a fast 120 Hz refresh rate. View has seen high refresh rates for a while on Android phones, smoothing out swiping and scrolling, and now the feature has made its way to the high-end iPhones. Apple's call its promotion and is adaptive based on how you are using the screen to save energy all the way you down to 10 Hz. This displays a great content is vibrant and crisp and contrasty thanks to the old technology. Colors are especially accurate here, and there is the HDR10 and Vision Sport 2, and max brightness is about the same as the Pro Max is, and it's impressive. We measured up to 850 nits with the manual slider, and this boosts up to around 1060 nits in auto mode. When it in bright sun, the iPhone 13 Pro battery is a lot smaller than the Pro Max. The difference is over 1200 milliampere hours, and you expect the battery life is not as stellar. We praise the iPhone Pro Max for having the best battery life ever for an iPhone, but the regular Pro is more middle of the road. It's scored an 85 hours endurance rating in our test, which is still an improvement over last year. New iPhones don't come with the charger, but if you are using Apple's 20-watt adapter, the 13 Pro's charging speed is faster than the Pro Max. We were able to charge from 0 to 60% in half an hour. One other feature, we noticed a slight difference in the speaker quality. All of the iPhones come with the stereo speaker, and the Pro Max scored very good on loudness charts in line with the other models, but we noticed that the low isn't quite as impressive as on the Pro Max. The quality is still great though. Alright, we have pretty much covered what's different between the two iPhones 13 Pro models. Now let's see what else they have in common. All of the new iPhones run on Apple newest silicon. This year Apple is a 15 Bionic chipset, but the Pro models can get extra performance boost when it comes to graphics. They have 5-core GPU rather than 4. Performance is considerable better than the last year, with the iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max topping the charts both CPU and GPU wise. Although the thermal management doesn't match that of the dedicated gaming phone, the latest game runs smooth as better, and for peak performance, iPhone 13 Pro set a bar that probably won't be suppressed until next year's iPhone come out. Another thing that's shared across the new iPhone is the user interface. It's Apple iOS 15 and is quite similar to the previous version, but with a few tweaks here and there. For example, FaceTime, the Safari browser, and the Apple Wallet have been improved. And now one new feature is focus profiles. These are the customizable filters for notification and call, which you can swap between depending on your needs. The iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max have the same cameras, and they will seen an upgraded over last year. The 12 megapixel main cam features a new sensor with a large pixel as well as sensor shift stabilization than the 12 megapixel telephoto cam has a higher 3 times zoom, and the 12 megapixel ultra wide now has autofocus. Since the camera quality is the same as the Pro Max, we'll go over it just briefly. Here you can get a more in-depth picture by checking out the iPhone 13 Pro Max review. During the day, the 13 Pro's photos are very good with plenty of detail and natural looking colors and dynamic range. 3 times zoomed photos from the telephone are also high in quality, maintaining the overall colors and vibe of the main camera. The ultra-wide cam also maintains similar colors and dynamic range to the other two cameras. These photos are a bit softer through. The ultra-wide has autofocus, so you can shoot extreme close-up with it. These can come quite nice for you. In low light situation, the default setting of the main camera is auto night mode. These images are great with a nice detail and highlights, and shadow looks more true to life than are some competitors. There are also auto night mode on the telephone cam, and overall images are decent. That is, as long as the scene isn't dark. And the iPhone would switch to a crop zoom from the main camera. Auto night mode photos from the ultra wide cam are good for this sort of camera. At night, again, Apple goes for a more contrasty look here, but in this case, we feel shadows are a bit too dark. And finally, the cinematic mode, it can blur the background behind your subjects dynamically and even switch the focus, simulating rack focus. However, while it's probably worked with better than any similar implementation out there, edge detection just come out unnatural looking a lot of the time. So wouldn't think many people will use it. So there you have it, guys. The iPhone 13 Pro, you get the same compact size as their regular iPhone 13, just a little heavier, and you also get it from the premium features of the iPhone 13 Pro Max. If you don't mind a smaller screen, the only real downside here compared to the Pro Max is that you don't get the great battery of life, but in general you are looking for a more pocket-friendly device. That's a fair trade-off. It's nice that Apple has given you a choice about the size of our iPhones without making anyone feel like they are missing out, and both the iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max are equal worth recommending. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe and see you on the next one. Thank you.